Hi Sagittarius, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. We're going to pull some cards. Sorry it's taking me so long to get through this month, but I'm going to try to finish up the last 4 signs today. And again, these signs are still for the rest of the month, so you have another couple weeks on this read. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as the Feminine's Mars and the Masculine's Venus. Today is Easter. It's April 12th, 2020. And like I said, the read is for the rest of the month, so through today through the 30th, and give or take a few days. It doesn't have to be exact. And whenever you come to this read, it's for a reason, so you always are guided to the energy that you're attracting, okay? So, all right, so I've already shuffled. I'm just going to shuffle a few more times. So for everybody watching, for the best and highest good of all those concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn? This is for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know? What does Sag need to learn this Easter Sunday? Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. One more. All right. So take a deep breath, Sagittarius, for the rest of April 2020, Sagittarius. All right, for the first card out for you is the Ten of Swords reversed. This is good in this position for me. The challenge is the Seven of Cups. So for this is release from the pain, right? So it's also the bliss state, the Ten of Swords. And then we have the Seven of Cups as a challenge. Your foundation is the King of Swords. And your recent past is the Empress. I just have to move my light 1 second. It's kind of in my face. All right, the crowning position is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And what's coming up for you, Sag, is the Ace of Wands reversed. How do you see yourself? You see yourself as the Two of Wands reversed. And what's around you, or how might others see you? And you have the Fool. So the blocks that you need to clear or work on about yourself is the Ace of Pentacles, which is a really positive energy. That's like perfect contentment. And we wind up at the Five of Pentacles. And let's see, what is the connection to what's left hanging in limbo at the end of this read? So the connection is the Seven of Swords reversed. And what's left hanging in limbo is the King of Wands reversed. All right, you will get another card, and it may be more than one depending on what that card is. And I'm going to give you the underlying energy too, what's been going on. So for you, we have the Death card reversed, and there's some energies here which I'm going to review for you so you know where we're coming from. All right, so we start out in the underlying energy with the Three of Swords reversed, which is healing and forgiving. And then we're at these underlying energies. So we have the Five of Cups upright, we have the Eight of Pentacles upright, and then we have the Knight of Cups reversed, the Three of Wands reversed, and the Death card reversed. So this card I would see is, this is someone definitely down on their knees praying that these dark birds go away, all right? They're the ones not looking at the two cups that are still good, right? We still have two cups that are perfect. They're just right behind you. But you're so focused on the three that you lost and these dark birds who won't leave you alone that you're just in your head. You don't see those two beautiful cups that are just sitting there waiting for you. So here, I always see that this is the Michael Jackson card. Like this is the mouse and Ben working into the hours at night, spider webs everywhere, right? So somebody's praying and they're keeping busy by working, right, to occupy their mind. And then this is about jealousy or insincerity, a refusal to give or receive love, looking back at the past, going back to the past, or living in the past, perhaps doing past life regression. That was coming up today as well. And then we have the Death card reversed, which is clinging to the past or not allowing the changes to happen. It can be dark night. It can be a near-death experience. It can be the, you know, the never-ending story, right? Something just refuses to end. It's taking forever to end. Okay, so that's where we are. There's definitely some clinging to the past that needs to end. And let's see where we go from there. We are going to clarify, we're going to clarify everything. I have my Rider-Waite Mini. The deck that I'm using is the Gilded Tarot. This is the Rider-Waite Mini, and I'm going to do Oracle cards at the end. So let's clarify why we're in the never-ending story. Why isn't this death ending, right? And why is there jealousy, insincerity, or refusal to be or receive or give love? You know, there's definitely someone stuck in the past here, and they're just working and working and working, so they don't have to think about their life. They're just working. And then we have the Empress there in the recent past, and the Empress here in this deck is the ringleader. You know, she's got the big ring, so whether that's referencing she's got the wedding ring or she's the ringleader, all of those energies come up with her. She's wearing a chastity belt, basically, the red belt. And the Empress in essence is supposed to be, you know, the ultimate, the epitome of the feminine. But, you know, there's a tinge of shadow side in this deck of the Empress, okay? She's not as sweet as she is in most decks. Okay, and she's a redhead, so there could be some hot tempers there. So why do we have the Death card reversed in the recent past? Why is the Death card reversed in the recent past for Sagittarius? Why? All right, so we have the Five of Cups again. So this is that down on your knees praying card. And then we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. So this is sad, letting go of something at work, whether it's having issues with other people at work, losing money at work, or third party through work. These are all issues that you're not able to let go of. This is grieving, loss, or regret. It can be feeling guilty or shame as well regarding a situation around work, whether it's money or people, time, effort, whatever it is. And then we have the letting go of things that no longer serve you, whether it's things, people, right? Dumping attachments, emotional attachments. And that's what you're having trouble with there because you're still grieving. Okay. So then we have the Empress in the recent past. Why is she there? And what does she have to do with this never-ending story? So there's the Empress here. She's over the worst. She could be dealing, she's experiencing the bliss state at this point. She's allowing all the pain to fall out. She's over it. And she could be over the King of Swords reversed. So that could represent you if you have air in your chart. And then we have the Queen of Cups, who may be a third party here. Okay, so that's a possibility. Okay, or the Empress is just over these two. The worst is over. The Empress could be the Queen of Cups here, and she's over the King of Swords. Or she's over the two of these, okay? So she's just over it. Or she's helping them get over it, and they're over the worst of it. All right, but it's still going on, though, because the Death card's not upright. It hasn't died yet. So the foundation is the King of Swords. Why is the King of Swords in the foundation for Sagittarius? Which we also had up above in the past reversed. So what's coming up for the King of Swords is the Ten of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Fool. This is somebody who's working very hard. He's upright, and the Fool's upright, so it's positive energy. This is someone who's working very hard to get it done. But he may be like the slave driver. So whether this is you or this is you, it could be either way. We have Aries here plus Sagittarius. So let's see. I'm just seeing if there's any Leo here. It's mainly Aries and Sagittarius for the fire signs. We also have Scorpio coming into the read. Taurus, Libra, Aries again, because we have the Fool here. So they have the Fool twice. And then the King of Wands reversed is here too. So here's this King of Wands upright. So the King of Swords, it is the King of Wands, or he's dealing with the King of Wands, where the King of Wands is making him work really hard. The King of Wands is free. It's like the King of Wands is coming in like showing off that, look at me, I'm free, and you have to do all this work. It's kind of that energy, but they're both upright. They could be brothers, partners, siblings, you know, best friends, that kind of stuff. There's some kind of competition here between those two energies if they're not the same person. And that could be conflict within as well. And here's the Five of Swords, all right? So these are two men. They're both upright here, but one is taking advantage of the other. The King of Wands is taking advantage of the King of Swords, who's working very hard, while the King of Wands is free. He's standing in his truth, and if others don't like it, they can, they can walk away and go do what they want, but they're going to be free. They don't care. So it can be like it can be a win that doesn't feel good, or it does feel good, and it's not necessarily that they're being a jerk, but maybe people have taken advantage of the King of Wands in the past, and now he's taken his time off, whether they like it or not. Now you see how it feels when there's no one helping you. That's kind of the energy I'm getting between them. But they're both upright. So let's see what else. There could be a third person here too. The Fool could be somebody else. That could be an Aries, and then you could be the Sagittarius, and then you're dealing with this King of Swords. So the Aries could be the one who's being jerky over here, and the King of Wands is fine, but he's also watching while the King of Swords is doing all the work. So the central energy here is that Ten of Swords reversed, which is the worst is over, the bliss state. It's time to enjoy and no more pain. Maybe the King of Swords is someone who works in the pain business or ends pain or is dealing with a painful ending or betrayal. So the Knight of Swords is reversed here and the Hermit reversed. So this is either someone holding their tongue or lashing out at the Hermit. This could be someone who seems like they're crazy or is crazy or has Alzheimer's, right? But the worst is over regarding this. This could be someone holding their tongue because they know their elder is losing their mind, or they know that someone's losing their mind because they're isolated in the house, right? So it could be all sorts of situations there. But the worst is over regarding the animosity between these two people. The Knight of Swords reversed and the Hermit reversed, which can be a Virgo and an air sign, which can be that King of Swords. Or they're both one and the same person, getting over the worst of it. All right, and we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is here and here, so most likely, and with the Ten of Swords. So the King of Swords is definitely related to this. And so the Knight of Swords is probably him, and he may very well have Virgo in his chart as well, okay? Or it could be another Virgo that you're dealing with. Like the King of Swords reversed over here with the Queen of Cups upright, she could be Virgo as well. Or they both could have Virgo in their chart. So the challenge is the Seven of Cups upright. Why is that the challenge for Sag? We have the Two of Cups and the Page of Wands. This is someone very much inspired to a soulmate or partnership, right? And this could be someone you're connecting with in the 5D. Or this is just inspired to rest. And maybe someone doesn't get a lot of downtime. So this is someone who's really looking forward to a date or coming home to their partner to rest and relax together. Or decide what options they have. What do they want to do while they're resting? Or like I said, it's a 5D connection. So you could be seeing synchronicities. And so the synchronicities, when you're not resting, are inspiring you to go home and meditate so you can connect with the synchronicities from whoever you're getting the synchronicities from. But also has to do with options and dreaming, right? Maybe you just want to go home and dream about what you can do now the worst is over. And in the crowning position, or the now moment, is the Wheel of Fortune reversed, which means the wheel still isn't spinning forward. It's not time yet, or it's just there's downtime, right? Things are slow, so take advantage of that slow time. So why does Sagittarius have the wheel reversed in their crowning position, or the now moment? Well, there we have the Magician. It's giving you time to get to know your tools better. Depends what tools you want to use. But you got the Sword Truth is the biggest one of all. All right, there's some DNA here too, right? We have a wand, we have a cup, we have a pentacle and a sword. Here's the sword, and there's DNA. So the truth is coming out. This is Excalibur energy. Using your own abilities, your DNA, your humanness, to present the truth or victory, right? To cut to the chase, to get to the point of it. And here is with no options, presenting their truth without option. And this is about, by doing this, gaining clarity in the situation. So by the wheel spinning backward and thus slowing things down, slow down or turn down, or in a twist of fate, it allows you the time to hone your skills, present your truth the way you really want to be seen without options, or you've chosen your new path but you haven't been able to implement it yet. But this is giving you time to clarify things, to get more information. So then we come up here with the Ace of Wands reversed. Why does Sagittarius have the Ace of Wands reversed? Well, we have the Ace of Pentacles upright. And we have the Knight of Pentacles upright. So somebody's ready for a new life. They're ready to go forward. And they're frustrated because they can't yet because the wheel hasn't turned upright yet. So this is really beautiful. It's like you're getting ready for a brand new start and a new passion as well, but it's being held back by the world situation right now. And here again is either you feel like there's no options or you've chosen your path but just can't implement it right now because of the situation. And then around you is the Fool, feeling free to leap. So whether that's you or someone else around you, there's definitely some freedom here. Why is Sagittarius the Two of Wands reversed? King of Cups reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and then there's the Six of Wands. So again, this could be emotional detachment or too much emotions. You know, someone who drinks or just over emotional, perhaps manipulative, because when people get over emotional, they become manipulative naturally. But also this can be an alcohol issue or emotional detachment completely. So it could be the other end of the spectrum as well. But this is just reiterating that this is what's affecting you not being able to go forward on the new path. But here you are going forward anyway. Okay. So it's like this, whatever this is the reason why the wheel is being held up. Either your emotional detachment or your over-emotionalism or alcohol or manipulativeness is what's holding the wheel back to go forward. But it looks like you're going forward anyway. This can actually be another person also. That someone else is just holding you down. Someone's is trying to hold you back, but you're ready to go forward. But either there's someone you're taking care of, or they're literally manipulating and trying to interfere with you going on your journey, getting back on the horse, getting back in the saddle again. Because there is victory here. This is good news. The Six of Wands comes in when there's good news. So coming out of this downturn and this manipulation, whatever it is, or conditions of love is what holding back the wheel as well. Now letting go of the conditions to go forward on your journey with good news, victory, success, and attention, leading the way. And what's around you is the Fool, or how others might see you. Others might see you as being foolish, and that's why this King of Cups reverse may be trying to hold you back from doing what you want to do. Or there's somebody else who's the Fool around you. So we have the Three of Wands and the Strength card. So it could be a Leo energy here. And we have Aries as well. This could just be being present and being strong, taming your inner beast, because there's frustration here around a family maybe you don't want to be with, right? Because it's the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So this could be just, you know, you're in energy that you don't want to be in, or this is loss of time, money, and energy that you could have used better elsewhere, or it's literally dysfunction of a family, or loss of money or income, or just spending too much to have family there. And that can have to do with the Easter holiday today as well. It can be Passover money too. All right, so we have the Seven of Wands reversed, feeling defenseless to the energies and or attacks from family, because maybe you want to do something that they don't agree with. All right, so that's kind of the energy here. They're seeing you as being foolish, or someone around you isn't being foolish. They're just being free with an open heart, having faith, but other people don't get that, so they're just disagreeing with you. And you may just don't want to hear it. You don't want to be around them anymore. And this is the blocks that you need to clear, is about perfect contentment, that you can have a life of perfect contentment. That's what this means in the traditional deck. So this is new life, a new infusion of money, time, and effort. And there's a little imp here. He's a little scoundrel. But it takes a little bit of impism to really pursue your dreams. So that, for me, that's all that means. He's really just like an innocent little critter. But he's a little sneaky. All right? But this is going to lead you to your dreams. So the blocks that you need to clear have to do with the Knight of Wands and the Hangman. This is about, you know, moving, getting moving, but he's going back to the past. Passionate movement, it's like explosive movement out of hanging out. This is Jesus on the cross. So exploding out of the vacuum. It's like doing nothing and doing everything at the same time, creating that vacuum that explodes like a rocket takes off. And this is rocket takeoff. Your block is about believing in this energy that this really can happen for you, that you can have everything all at once, that you can have perfect contentment in your life. And then the ending here is the Five of Pentacles. Why does Sagittarius have the Five of Pentacles there. Because that is you. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. Right, this is the ending of a family or emotional cycle. Right? It could be the end of a cycle of unhappiness, no emotional fulfillment, or it's literally the end of a family. And that's why you're feeling left out in the cold, or others around you are feeling left out in the cold. And this is you working to stay distracted from the misery of the other people. Okay, so that's what's going on. You may feel trapped in the situation because you may still have to work around these people. Okay, or you need to or in order to just keep yourself balanced, or keep the family balanced. But feeling left out in the cold, whether it's you or the other people around you, you may be working or somebody else is working to stay balanced, but feeling imprisoned by the work or the people that you have to work around depends on your situation. So the Seven of Swords is reversed, which is about still being a little sneaky, like I said, impish a little bit. Or somebody's coming clean or getting clean. So they're out in the cold. They could be going back and forth. The Five of Pentacles can be exile. It can be destitution, right? Homelessness, lack of food. It can be an injury or illness. You could be going back and forth from the hospital or office visits. So it can be a lot of different things. Whatever your destitution is related to, it's also connected to the downturn and the slowdown of things and divine timing. But it's about getting clean. So you could be on a rehab as well, or coming clean to others. You could be kicked out of a church, kicked out of your group, kicked out of your family, your home, your business, whatever it is. That can be applying here too. There's definitely an ending to an emotional life cycle here. So it has to do with starting anew there. Coming clean, getting clean, perhaps with the King of Wands reversed. Let's see what that says there. All right, this is about somebody holding on. I'm just getting clinging for dear life. And we have the Queen of Wands here, right? So we have an issue with the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands reversed. So there definitely could be a split here, or somebody coming clean about what they did, or needing to get clean because of addictions or codependencies. But the Queen of Wands is holding on for dear life. So that might be the never-ending story. Why do we have the King of Wands reversed? Don't forget, the King of Wands is upright over here with the King of Swords, but he's reversed with the Queen of Wands. All right, so it looks like with business or family, with the men, he's good, but there's still some animosity there. And don't forget, the King and Queen of Wands could be brother and sister, and the King of Swords could be the partner. And don't forget, we have the Empress there too, who could be someone's mother or partner. Okay, so why is the King of Wands reversed for Sag? We have the King of Pentacles up right here, and the Page of Swords reversed. So this could be a little brother. And there's some instability with the home. This could just be instability, but it's in their relationship. It could be a father-son relationship or a younger brother. And a younger brother was coming up big time in the read today for the Divine Masculine. This could be an unstable home. Somebody could be moving, visiting. They could be visiting each other's home or stuck there right now. Or they are ending a marriage or a big party that they couldn't do because of the social distancing. Or just... like I said, it's like there's an issue between these two energies. This also can be his own negative self-talk, and that leads to the instability of the home or situation. So the King of Pentacles, it looks like the King of Pentacles may be the father of the King of Wands or a father-in-law. And he's dealing with the Page of Swords, who could be the King of Wands reversed, his negative self-talk and instability. So they may think he's unstable, or it's an unstable home where they're moving homes, or someone's leaving a marriage because the Queen of Wands is upright and the King of Wands is reversed. The King of Pentacles may not be able to help him right now. Maybe normally the King of Pentacles would have been able to help the King of Wands out to do this monetarily, but because of what's happened, he may have lost funds too, and he doesn't have the money to put out. He's got negative self-talk and worried about what will happen with the house. All right, so there's a couple different people here. King of Pentacles could be the King of Swords too, or they could be two different people. We have next to the Four of Wands reversed also this, which is chronic suffering and silence. Being stressed out, up night purging, not sleeping, headaches, whatever it is for you. All right, that's the instability that's going on. He's suffering in silence. So the next cards coming up for you for Sagittarius, we have, again, the Page of Swords reverse, which can be a child who's lying or has a potty mouth, right? They could be spreading gossip. They could be a liar. They could be just mouthing off, you know, the kid that you don't want in your space because they have a really bad mouth and they're very disrespectful. And it can just be your negative self-talk. It could be spying. It can be bipolar. It can be, you know, ADHD. Any of that kind of stuff will come up here. It could be autism spectrum as well, but dealing with that energy within your child or within yourself. And then we have the Nine of Wands reversed. This is the surrender. You can't physically, this person up here is like fighting their last ounce of energy. And then this is where they just can't do it. They give up, but it's a surrender, which is good because you weren't supposed to be pushing yourself that much. That's the surrender. And then we have the Temperance card, which is impatience. Remember that this can be lies. So whether it's a child lying or your own inner child lying, giving up, and then there's impatience here. This is imbalance and impatience. That can be a fallen angel. So you may feel like a fallen angel giving up the lies because you were covering for a lie. You were fighting on your last leg. And now you're giving up to surrender because you can't keep up the lie anymore. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So it looks like the King of Wands is all in this energy here. That's Sagittarius energy. So the King of Wands definitely could be Sagittarius. Queen of Wands could be a Sagittarius too. I mean, the King of Swords can be Sagittarius. He could have Sag in his chart. So it just depends on your situation. They can all three potentially have Sag. But we also have Aries here. Like I said, we have Libra, we have Taurus, we have Scorpio. There's definitely some water in here too, but just general signs. What else came out? Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to clarify, why do we have the Page of Swords reversed for Sagittarius? What's up with that? That's the one who's lying, coming clean. So it could be a child or your own inner child coming clean or getting clean about some wrongdoing in the past after the fact. This is like in the aftermath, right? Or now going forward trying to avoid another disaster. So somebody's coming clean, perhaps in rehab or recovery here, but recovering from being left out in the cold, because don't forget we had the same card, the Five of Pentacles, is right here. And now we have it over here. So in the past, you were recovering, and somebody might have fallen off the wagon again. And it doesn't have to be alcohol, but anything, any kind of addiction or codependency. You might have been out in the cold and recovering already. This is somebody, this is this Page of Swords energy coming clean. So you might have been recovering, and then you might have fallen off the wagon again. And that may be why you're left out in the cold again. So why do we have the Nine of Wands reversed along with the Temperance reversed, which is really impatient, negative energy. Somebody's walking away from the Queen of Swords upright, or this is simultaneous. It's like this person's walking away while this person's speaking their truth. It's kind of like they're separate entities and yet connected at the same time. Because she's upright, so she's in her truth. Oh, so the person walking away has been lying. And so defending what maybe he wasn't, whatever she was saying, he was lying, saying that's not true. And now he's walking away from that, surrendering, because he can't hold up the facade anymore. And whether that's to the King of Pentacles or is the King of Pentacles, he may have to come clean to the King of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords after her are these two cards, all right? So the Queen of Swords has a lot of passion or new growth coming toward her. It's kind of like on the tail of being pushed to their emotional limits, dumped, in the dumps, right? This energy of being just pushed down emotionally. And out of this hurt comes all this passion and new growth being presented to her. So why is the King of Pentacles, and now the King of Pentacles is actually looking at that. He's looking at all that. So why is the King of Pentacles upright here? Because he's upright in two places. He's fine. Well, he's related to the Empress here, whether that's his mother or partner. This can be a mother and daughter too, or it could be a mother and daughter-in-law, or a sister too, okay? Or it could be two women, just one's older than the other. And here's that that death card. So this could be death, change, or transformation, or this can literally be the Dark Knight. And these could be juggling two women. It also can be leaving behind a partner and their mother, okay? But this is Scorpio energy. If this isn't the Empress, it's Taurus, Queen of Pentacles, right? So this could just be a Taurus and a Scorpio here, or their energies in the same Queen of Pentacles reversed. So the King of Pentacles is upright here, the Queen of Pentacles is reversed. They could be married partners, and this could be her mother, or this is just referencing her Taurus energy. All right, and then he could have Scorpio in his chart. So, they don't look like the same couples, though. We have the King and Queen of Wands, and we have the King and Queen of Pentacles, except the King is upright in the Pentacles, and the King is reversed in the Wands, and vice versa. Like the Queen of Pentacles is reversed. They don't look like the same couple. They look like two different couples who are both having issues. I don't see the Emperor out here for the Empress. So let's see if any, I just want to clarify one more time to see if the Empress here. What about the Empress? Because the Empress is connected to the Queen of Cups too, and the King of Swords. All right, so talking about the Empress again, we have, there was a battle, and there's definitely justice or courts involved here. And this is about addictions and codependencies. So there's Libra and Capricorn energies here. So since the Queen of Pentacles is coming up as Taurus, the King of Pentacles could be Capricorn and Libra energy. Okay, and there may have been a fight there. And so, and they also could be siblings. So it doesn't have to be partners. They could be siblings that were fighting and breaking up. And the same thing with the King and Queen of Wands. And because the King and Queen of Wands could be a sibling of the other couple, right? And their sibling or partner. So it can be like two couples that are close because one of them is sister and brother, or sister and sister relationship. But it looks like, so you're Sag, but you're also coming up Libra in your chart, and there's water here too. But that doesn't necessarily have to be you, because you might be trying to get away from them. But there's Aries here too. So if you're Sag, or if you have Sag in your chart, you're definitely coming up with Sag around you, perhaps Libra and Capricorn as well, and perhaps Scorpio too. Or that can just be in the Queen of Pentacles. Taurus could have Scorpio in her chart. But it looks like the Dark Knight is walking away from the Queen of Pentacles reversed Taurus after a fight, perhaps in court, or this is just Libra energy and Capricorn reversed about addictions or codependencies and lovers. And that's Gemini energy too. All right, so it's definitely looks like a fight or a breakup with lovers where there was no peace or peaceful place to go. And it can have to do with addictions. And there's depression here. Unhappiness, dissatisfaction, heartbreak, separation. All right, that was all coming up. So you'll know who they are better than me because it'll be your situation. But we got the King of Swords. The King of Swords is related to the Empress in some way. They're reversed from each other along with the Queen of Cups. And so we have the Queen of Cups over here with the Empress, and we have the King of Cups over here. So they could be a couple, so they could be parents. Like the King of Cups here could be an Emperor. He could be the Emperor to the Empress, unless she divorced the Emperor and she's with the King of Cups now as the Queen of Cups. Or again, they could just be related. So there's 3 different couples here, perhaps, for sure. So a lot of people, you'll know better, it's Sagittarius. I'm going to pull some oracle cards too before it gets too late. It was just 3355, which is the Christ vibration. That came up earlier. And the 55 of the truth. So then we end up with these cards here. Right, and it could be a house full of family because you're stuck with each other because you couldn't go home. This is not expressing your feelings, holding back energetic exchange or hours of love. This could be delays in travel and communication, a negative past, kids who are being really difficult, or the past returning with your world upside down, or your world incomplete, feeling jealous or insincere, or refusing to give or receive love because your world is upside down without them. This is someone who misses somebody from the past. And there's jealousy because they're not together. And that's the Knight of Cups. All right, so that could be your energy or someone else. Let's pull, I'm going to pull the energy deck. I've been liking using the energy deck and the crystal angels. So let's see what your oracle cards tell you. So there's definitely frustration, but in a good way. You're holding back your desires or your new creative ventures because you're ready for a new start and you're going forward, but you're feeling frustrated because if there weren't social distancing issues, you'd be going into your new life right now, but you can't because of that. And you may be stuck in the house with family you don't want to be stuck with, or perhaps someone you're separated with, or divorced from, or kids, dealing with kids who need to go back and forth, or can't go back and forth, whatever. It's like just a lot of family issues here, or partners from work, or siblings, you know, in your extended family. There's not too much about little kids going on in the read. I do have the Knight of Cups comes up in the underlying energy from the mini deck, but it's also here in the underlying energy, the Knight of Cups. So that's significant. So that definitely can represent you. So you may have water in your chart. And the energy is coming up again, the 33 of door to romance. Okay, is having a key to the cage to let them free. And then we have the number 10, which is the storm warning. And they're supposed to storm here tomorrow. My neighbor was just telling me on the phone. So there's the twister. That's like the cyclone in the Wizard of Oz. All right. So the door to romance is 33, which is the 7 of wands, standing up for yourself without getting defensive. And when the storm comes in, okay? The 10 is that's divine timing when this twister comes in, right? That's the 0 point inside that. If you can get inside there, that's where you need to be, the 0 point. And so your key is to not get defensive when the storm comes in. We also have the door to personal healing and happiness with the rainbow. 34 is the 8 of wands. You know, a lot of fast-paced communications, travel, going back and forth, or just expressing your feelings, energetic exchange. Like I said, there's a 5D meditation. Somebody could be exchanging energy with their twin. And there's the rainbow. So either way, indoors and outdoors, it looks the same here. It's both outdoors and beautiful nature. So the door to personal healing and happiness is the natural things in your life, right? And the energy that you exchange between you and nature, could be animals as well. All right, so you have those 3 cards coming out together, which are beautiful, because look at this is the energy after the storm. So the challenge is to just get through the storm, to here, for the window to be open for you. And notice it's 33 to 34. You just have to get through the wheel. And then the bottom of the deck is 52, which is the Queen of Swords, the goddess of the moon. And we're dealing with coming off of the full moon. And she looks like she's rolling it. What is this reminding me of? Not a cookie cutter, but some kind of machinery cutter. You know, where you'd stamp things out. That's what it's reminding me of. She's holding it up. Oh, it's like using your crystals to attract the light. What was that movie? Where they learn to use, they build something and they put crystals in it to bring energy in. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. There looks like a waterfall. So Niagara Falls could be coming up here, and could be a tidal wave coming in, but I'm just seeing a lot of falls. A lot of different falls, all coming into one big fall. And then a lot of smaller ones down below. So it's a trickle down of the fall. So a lot of people at the top are going to fall, and then it's going to cause this domino effect of all these other little falls, and then there'll be a lot of little ones down here. So something, whether it's a stamp or some kind of cookie cutter or some kind of crystal energy work with the moon is going to cause this trickle-down effect, whether it has to do with the storm coming in tomorrow, it might be. All right, so now let me just pull from the crystal deck. And then we'll be set. All of them this week have been going so long, so that's why it's taking me so long to get them done. I was supposed to be keeping under 30 minutes and trying to keep closer to 20 minutes, but now instead of getting shorter, they're getting a little longer. So be careful what you put your intention on, because it usually goes the other way. All right, so for everybody watching, the best in high school, all is concerned, for Sagittarius. Let's clear all negative energies, all dark energies, all viral energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all is concerned. And fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. So it is, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sagittarius. All right, here it is. All right, there's a couple that want to be seen. You have Amber, which is give it to God. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release the situation to God for healing and answers. Amber. You also have Ametrine, which is balancing masculine and feminine energies. Allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. And the confidence or the solar plexus has been coming up all week. So use your creativity and your confidence to get through the storm. And you have light blue and amber here. So it's very much about the solar plexus and the throat chakra, right? Speaking up. And then the bottom of the deck is green, which is your heart always. And again, there's some more gold there. Moldavite's unconventionality. Your unique qualities are an important part of your life's purpose. It's okay to feel and be different from others. So you don't have to be like the rest of your family. And if they don't love you just the way you are, then that's their issue, not yours. So don't feel like you're being rejected. That's their issue. If they can't love their own, their own child, their own parent, whoever it is. You have the right to be you. That was confirmation there. All right, Sagittarius, make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature. Happy holiday for Easter and for Passover. Have an amazing rest of your week. Rise and be loved. Bye.